In fact, we have all experienced at least once in our lives, such as waking up suddenly from bed, not being able to move our limbs while sleeping, as if something was pressing down on us from above, and breathing was not normal and we were suffocated. If this is really the case, even if a person wakes up from bed, they will not be able to move their legs and arms at all. Finally, even the thinnest part of our body, the eyelids, cannot be opened at all. Sometimes this happens for just a few minutes, but sometimes it can last for hours. If you don't know what's really happening, it's a very scary thing because you feel like someone is really pressing down on you from above. Okay, so here's a question for all of us. Why does such extremely strange and wonderful phenomena like ghost riding occur? What kind of reasons, what kind of connections do such terrifying supernatural phenomena occur? We all have something to think about and ask questions. In fact, from the perspective of our medical field, and to say that some people have ghost riding while they are sleeping, it is clearly explained in medicine that it is due to a unique supernatural sleep phenomenon called sleep paralysis. Especially for people who are anxious and suffer from depression, the chance of having ghost riding during sleep is about 30% higher than usual, according to our research. A person who wakes up from bed but doesn't feel like moving at all is in a state of unconsciousness. In other words, it has been scientifically discovered that even though the mind is awake, the entire human body cannot move in any way. When we carefully studied the reasons for this strange and wonderful phenomenon of being on a monster's back while sleeping at night, an answer came out. The answer is that, among the many school books we had when we were young, it was mainly related to the rapid eye movement stage, REM stage, under the sleep and dream lesson of the 10th grade English subject. Simply put, nocturnal enuresis is mainly related to the REM stage. Because the brain is extremely awake during the REM sleep stage, and the entire human body is still asleep. Even when you wake up from sleep, the entire body cannot move because the brain is still dreaming. It is similar to feeling like you can't get out of a dream in any way. In the medical field, this is called REM atonia. When you wake up from sleep, the body cannot move, and you continue to dream. It is not always the case. Sometimes, REM atonia occurs when you wake up from a state of sleep that makes you unable to move. If you wake up, you can't move at all while you're asleep. During the REM atonia sleep stage, the brain is so alert that it starts sending false messages to the entire body. For example, your legs can't move at all. But imagine that your legs are moving. The brain starts sending false messages to the body. Sleep paralysis is a strange and frightening phenomenon in which a person wakes up from sleep, but their body and limbs can't move at all, and their brain is so alert that it usually occurs in 3 stages. It feels like they're asleep. It's a time when you wake up feeling like something or someone is pressing down on your chest from above and you can't breathe. This phenomenon is also related to many psychological feelings. When you suddenly wake up from a dream, you can suddenly gasp for air due to the fear and trembling of your mind. At that time, everything is in REM breathing mode, so the whole body cannot move at all. When such half asleep and half awake feelings are clearly occurring, you may feel that someone is next to you in the bedroom. Or you may see or hear something scary. In such situations, even small things in the environment can be perceived as big or dangerous, and these hallucinations and psychological hallucinations occur. Another peculiarity is that even if you hear a small sound during sleep paralysis, you will often think it is very scary. According to the accounts of people who have experienced such situations, they have shared their experiences that during such situations, their entire soul felt as if it had completely left their body. During such times, they also experienced very strange feelings, as if they were floating in space or flying in the air. Okay, so here's a question for us to ponder. The question is, how can we prevent night terrors? If we were to answer that question in a practical way, it would be that preventing night terrors is not easy in practice, and there are some difficulties, according to research. Because this may be due to the genetics of the person involved, or it may be due to other sleep problems or health problems of the person involved. However, there are some ways to minimize the likelihood of these events. These methods are: number 1, if everyone sleeps on their side instead of on their back, we have found that the chances of experiencing sleep paralysis can be reduced by a significant percentage. Number 2, if you wake up and are unable to move, try to move one finger or one toe at a time. Once you can move at least one of your muscles, the sleep paralysis will go away. Number 3, from a religious perspective, silently reciting the scriptures from your heart at that time can best calm down all your emotions and excitement that are occurring at that time and relieve you from the demonic presence, according to the feedback from those who have actually experienced it. I believe you who have watched this video from beginning to end will understand and appreciate what I have just said. That's all for this video. I will stop this video here. Let's meet again in the next videos. May all of you be healthy and happy. Thank you for watching this video.